What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Todos con Todos podcast. My name is Mike, and we have my boy Chewy on the other side.
What's up, guys? Welcome back again after 2 weeks not posting, but we have like a little situation going on with families, so that's why we decided to take a break. But like my boy Mike said, thank you guys. Thank you for coming back. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you guys actually taking the time to listen to our craziness.
Yeah, for sure. So we have taken a little bit of a break. We haven't uploaded in 2 weeks. So in case you guys were wondering where the heck we were or why we have not posted, or in case you haven't wondered, but we haven't posted in 2 weeks, or we haven't uploaded in 2 weeks. Had some family situation. My grandmother passed away this past week. So that definitely was very hard on me. And I'll be honest with you guys, I did not know when I was going to get back to this. I didn't know when I was going to get back to the podcast, but, I was driving back home from Texas, and I just realized that as much as I was hurting and as much as my grandmother meant to me, I think the biggest thing is she would want us to be her grandchildren to keep going forward and to keep doing the stuff that they were doing and not to stop their lives because of what happened. So yeah, it's if you guys don't feel my energy the same way as other episodes, I do apologize. I'm going to try my very best to keep it high energy and stay focused for all of you guys. But again, thank you so much, guys. That was a little bit of a downer, but we do have an awesome video, an awesome podcast for you guys today, an awesome episode. So I want to just start off by saying, what the hell is going on with the world, with social media, with Hollywood, with media in general? Guys, I don't know if you all have been following all the current events. I don't know how much you guys are involved with following specific artists or particular artists, singers, things of that sort. But Chewy, dude, I text you actually yesterday, and I said, have you seen what's been going on with this whole little Nas situation? And you knew a little bit about it, and then we kind of just started talking more about it. And dude, like, I don't know if your video is going to show that cross that you have hanging on your wall in the background, but that is actually, thank you for that. That's perfect for what we're going to be talking about today, because guys, we all need some Jesus. I am telling you, we all need some Jesus in these crazy times.
Dude, it's super crazy, and we're just gonna throw it out there. We're talking about the Nike shoe, right? But once again, I thought it was a Nike shoe, man, because I remember we were going to Starbucks, my sister and myself, dude, and she showed me the post about this rapper showing the shoe, right? And I was like, damn, that's like kind of F up, because it's like it actually says 666. Right. And then another thing, too, it's Luke 10:18. And for you guys that don't know the Bible or anything like that, and don't be ashamed, because I just Googled it before the episode, too. But that Luke 10:18 is talking when everything like the devil went like fall from heaven to hell and everything like that. So it was like super crazy to me, dude. And all of a sudden I start seeing posts on Instagram about friends, dude, saying that, another reason why I should not buy Nike and stuff like that. But here's the thing. This little dude, or rapper, whatever you want to call him, right? He's making a big deal, my boy, because he's using Nike, and people are actually thinking that this is a Nike approved shoe when it's not the case.
Right. At first glance, when you take a look, guys, and if you have no idea what we're talking about, do yourself a favor and go to Twitter, go on Google or whatever, and just type in Lil Nas X shoes. And there's this rapper or singer, whatever he wants to call himself. His name is Lil Nas. And pretty much what happened with this guy is he made a new song, okay? And he's pretty much like he's like messing around with Satan. He's like grinding on Satan. He's doing all these crazy things. It takes place in hell. And I don't know how it happened or why it happened. So this guy is the guy who sings Old Town Road. That's what he's known for, right? He sings a song, Old Town Road. And
by the way,
they make these Nike shoes. And
not
at first
his
glance,
freaking song. Just make that clear. It's not actually his freaking song. Yeah. It's a cover of an old school country song. But go ahead.
There you go. Okay. All right. Well, so he makes this these shoes, right? And his shoes are Nike Air Max, and they are like black. They have a gold pentagram at the front. They have one drop of human blood in the sole of the shoe, in the gum of the shoe. It's red, and they're only making 666 of these shoes.
Correct.
Now, at first glance, you think I thought, I was like, dude, what the hell is Nike doing? Like, how did this even happen? How did we even get here, dude?
Exactly.
Like, everybody's been talking so much smack about just everything and anything nowadays, dude. People getting canceled left and right. Bro. And then this guy comes out with a satanic Nike shoe and everybody's like cool with it.
Exactly.
A little bit more digging. It turns out that Nike is not making this shoe.
Correct.
So it's an artist. It's actually a company who does custom shoes, and they are now getting sued by Nike, dude.
Correct.
Because obviously, like, trademark infringement, they're pretty much dragging the name of Nike through the mud because Nike says we do not want to be associated at all with anything that you guys are doing, and rightfully so. Think about how many people take something like this serious, my boy. I don't care how religious you are. I don't care what church you grew up in. Like, if someone's wearing Satan shoes, like, at what point are you kind of like, oh, dude, that's not, I mean, I don't know if that's cool or that's in or that's the thing. But here's the thing, Chewy. So many people, dude, were praising this guy and saying how cool he was, dude, because of the video that he made and the shoes that he's collabing with. Like, what? Again, it goes back to my opening statement. What the hell is going on, dude? Like, since when did this become cool? At what point did, like, Satan and, like, worshiping Satan become something that's like a cool thing?
So here's the thing, my boy. Like, that's when you realize that we live in a fucked up world. Why? Because we're letting these little things actually being out there. And you have a point when you said that it doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter your beliefs. We all know when we say the word devil or evil, we all know what we're talking about. Right. And for example, in my case, and I know your case too, I mean, that's something that we don't mess around. And this dude, it's doing a shoe, once again, not sponsored by Nike, but he's using that shoe to create something else. Because correct me if I'm wrong, though, but it's actually going to have like blood, right? On the gum or whatever. Yeah, a drop of blood. Yeah.
One drop of human blood.
Yes. So dude, who does that, dude? Like, what right mind are you actually going to put? And it doesn't matter if it's human blood, dude. Like, blood at all. Like, why do you want to wear a shoe that has, like, real blood? It doesn't even freaking make sense to me, right? But once again, the reason that I say that this is a fucked up world, it's because there's people saying, oh, he's doing great. That's a great strategy. Oh, he's going to sell all those 666 pairs. Like, hell yeah, dude. And they're supporting this dude. And I don't understand, man. It's like, from a point of view of a creator, like, there's a lot of people out there, man, that they're making great things and awesome things without actually talking about religion, politics, or anything like that. Just being creative, and they have talent and they have the skill. And damn, dude, I can include myself on that, dude. Like, I'm a freaking photographer, but I only because I don't take pictures of controversial things. Maybe that's what I need, dude, maybe to make it. But once again, dude, it's impressive to me to see the kind of support that this dude has when we're talking about serious things.
what really kind of bothers me about all of this, dude, is here's what really bothers me is that song Old Town Road. Like my daughter, she likes it, dude. It's a catchy song. She's 6 years old. Now think about how many kids actually would listen to his song. Now, I saw on Twitter somebody famous, I don't recall who it was, they actually tweeted out at him and they said, the problem that I have with this is that you used Old Town Road was like a children's anthem.
Correct.
Right? And you used that and you knew that there was a lot of kids now subscribed to you on YouTube because of this song. And without any warning, without saying anything, you just dropped this music video. And Chewy, I don't know if you've seen the video, dude, but it's graphic, dude. It's crazy. And I'm thinking how many actual kids saw this? Now, to his defense, he said, while in Old Town Road, that song is about adultery and it's about like a bunch of other crazy stuff. Like if you had your child listen to it, that's on you. Like that's not on me, which he's right, but it's a catchy song and he knew what the heck he was doing. You see what Correct. I'm saying? And that's the problem that I have with this, dude, is that this is so kind of normal now, dude. Like all of this kind of crazy stuff that you wouldn't see before is just very normal now and nobody seems to mind anymore. And call me crazy, Chewy, but am I the only one, dude? Are we the only ones that like think this is kind of like effed up, dude? I mean, I consider myself a follower of Jesus. I don't even know if I should say the word Christian, but I consider myself somebody that follows Jesus and has Jesus in my heart. And, I have a problem with this, dude. I have a problem with this guy putting that type of content out there, and not only putting it out there, Chewy, but trending number one on YouTube, being monetized on YouTube when there's so many, you know this, Chewy, there's so many content creators, dude, that can't even do something so small or minuscule because right away they get demonetized. Right away they get the algorithm is thrown off and they don't promote you. Dude, a small channel like mine and yours, you think our page is being promoted by YouTube or anybody?
Hell no, dude. Hell no. And dude, that's another thing. Like, thanks for you guys, like, right, the support. Like the first 2-3 episodes that we uploaded, we got like 400 views, right? And then we went down on views, and we understood back then that it was pretty much how YouTube push your content, right? Of course, YouTube right now, it's actually going to push this dude content because that's what's bringing people into the YouTube world or whatever you want to call it, right? But that's when you realize that that's messed up. Once again, because like you said, Mike, there's a lot of content creators that are putting pretty badass content out there. Now, This little rapper, he knew what he was doing, man. And like putting in the shoe blood, the 666, the verse from the Bible, like he knew what he was going to create. And unfortunately, in these times, everything that creates drama, it's going to sell, man. Right?
It's going to sell.
But that's what sucks because of people like him or content like that. That's when all the really good content and fuck, like we're not even talking about our content at this point. Like every other content, like you know what I mean, right? Like it's not being showcased because we're giving too much attention to this. Now, let me ask you this, Mike. Like, why the hell hasn't YouTube like canceled the video or blocked the video or whatever? Because the video is freaking explicit, dude. And I know creators, I know YouTubers that YouTube actually take down videos for less than what this dude put out.
Well, I'll tell you why, dude. I have the perfect answer to that. So it makes money for them.
Correct.
And it's the same reason why this guy's video is still out there and it's still getting millions of views and it's being monetized. Yeah, is for the same reason that Cardi B's WAP video is getting millions of views and is monetized, which I do not understand. Guys, if you don't know Cardi B, the song WAP, for those, if you guys have kids that are listening, kids, earmuffs, right now is the moment where you cover your ears. WAP, because not a lot of people know, Chewy, WAP stands for wet ass pussy.
Correct.
That's what that stands for. And you're telling me, have you, I personally haven't seen the video, straight up. I haven't seen the music video, but I've seen clips. I've seen how explicit the video is, but it doesn't get demonetized, dude. It doesn't get taken down from YouTube. It doesn't get taken down from Instagram. It doesn't get taken down from all of these platforms that preach that if you do something, you know, as little as saying something incorrectly or doing something just a little bit that offends somebody else, you're going to get taken down. You're going to get blocked. You're going to get restricted. But why is it that with these big name people, they can just do whatever the hell they want?
And that's my whole point, dude. Only because they are big names. You know what I mean? And this is a frustration that I don't know if you notice this too, but there's a lot of TikTokers that are complaining about this. Going back with the Cardi B situation, like the WAP video, there's a lot of TikToks that try to recreate that trend of the WAP dance. And there's a lot of girls, there's a lot of little girls, my boy, that are doing that freaking dance. They're little kids singing the song in their way through, I don't know, like when they're on the car, right? But once again, we have to take a step back too, because, for example, the parents, dude, if they know that that's a bad song,
Right.
like, why laugh at the situation, man? And why, like, record your kid
Correct.
doing that and posting into social media? Now, yes, I know situations. I know parents that don't give a crap. I know other parents that, yeah, they're really conservative and concerned when it comes to that. But what are we teaching, dude, our younger generations when we, as a community, are telling them that that's okay?
Yeah, and I think you hit the nail right on the head, dude. And as a parent of a little girl who is exploring, you know, music and what she likes, what she doesn't like, I 100% understand that there's good stuff out there and there's bad stuff. I know that there's good stuff on YouTube. There's bad stuff on YouTube. I restrict a lot of the things that she watches. I'm not gonna sit here, guys, and pretend to be the parent of the year, you know, because I'm learning and I'm growing. But the reality of this is that if you're a parent out there and you're just blatantly letting your kids listen to this stuff, but then down the road you complain about it, you were kind of part of the problem.
Correct.
To be honest. And the crazy part, dude, is that, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard this on another podcast and I kind of thought it kind of does make sense. The problem with what's happening nowadays, dude, is that there's a younger generation that had kids that are now growing. Those kids are growing up. And this younger generation is kind of like, oh, it's cool. You know, I think it's cool that my kid has a TikTok. I think it's cool that, she's 12 years old and she dances like Cardi B. Like, they're proud of it. Dude, tell me why Cardi B was nominated, or I think she even got the award for Woman of the Year.
Dude, and once again, that's a freaking example.
Like, what am I missing, dude?
Yeah, that's a freaking example we're setting up for the younger girls, dude. Like, they're going to look up to Cardi B, man, and be like, oh, she's doing that, and she got the award of Woman of the Year. Hell yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. And that's...
Now, don't get me wrong. There's absolutely nothing. If you want to show off your body, if you want to, be a dancer, an adult dancer, if you want to, whatever you want to do, that's awesome. That's more power to you. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of women that might be that might listen to this, or there's a lot of women out there that work hard to have the bodies that they have. They want to show it off. If that's you, then you do you. Like, go for it. I'm not attacking you for that. What I'm saying is, where did we lose the line between what's modest and what's not, simply because of rights, quote unquote rights?
Correct.
Am I making sense?
You are, and I kind of agree with you, but I also disagree because, yes, I agree with you when it comes like, when did we actually raise the line, right? Now, by all means, if you're working out to have an excellent body, right, and not only a girl but a guy too, we have friends that go to the gym 24/7, man. They only eat, sleep, and breathe like gym, and they have an excellent body, but not because of that they are walking outside like in the street without a shirt. You know what I mean? Because they have values, man, and they know when to draw the line. And once again, I'm not trying to blame anyone, dude, but once again, if we as as human beings, let's put it that way, man, we're making normal having girls dancing in mini bikinis, dude, then that's gonna suck, dude. Because once again, we're setting up that example. Yeah, I'm not married. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a wife, but I do have 5 sisters. So it concerns me, dude, that my younger sisters are looking at all this social media drama, and
it's normal.
Exactly, man. And they are creating this freaking idea that it's normal, and I'm gonna act that way.
And not only is it normal, now it's applauded.
Exactly.
Now it's like, that's so cool. Like, do it, you know?
But wait, Mike, wait, let me tell you this. Because now if you don't do it, or if you don't follow the trend, now you're the weird one. And you're the one that you're not normal.
As I was about to say, now if you speak up against it, now what the hell is wrong with you?
Correct.
You know, you're a bigot. You're this machista. You're somebody that just wants to. No, it's not. Personally, I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think everybody has the rights to do whatever they want. That's how I think, and that's as long as you don't, you're not hurting anybody, you're not physically damaging anybody. But I think my values. I don't think I can sway the way my values are, dude, and how I was raised. I wasn't raised seeing that kind of stuff,
Correct.
You know? And unfortunately, that's not the case for a lot of people nowadays. And the crazy thing behind all of this, Chewy, is that social media is fueling this stuff, bro.
Exactly.
And we did an episode, I don't know if you remember, where we talked about social media and how powerful social media is. This is just another example, dude, of the power of social media to push the agenda however they want to push it. My boy, now we're seeing freaking some a guy grinding on Satan. We're seeing, Cardi B doing her crazy stuff. And this is just the crazy part, Chewy, is this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Let's just talk about that. Right now that we're talking about Cardi B, about her performance, dude, on the Grammys, like. Exactly. And before this episode, we went over the content that we're going to discuss, and we both agree that, dude, it was on like free television, man. It was not on cable. You didn't have to pay to watch this or anything like that. This was like in open TV, and literally they were grinding, or they were doing sexual explicit, whatever you want to call it, on live TV, man. And once again, and everyone was like,
and again, if you spoke out against it, it was like, well, what the hell? Well, what about you? And this and that. Listen, I saw a tweet out there that was like, well, why, it's your fault. Why are your kids up that late anyways? From what I remember, that performance came out. It was kind of, I think here in Arizona, I think it was like 7:30 or 8. Like, I'm sorry, my kid's not going to go to bed that early. As soon as that performance started and we saw how crazy it was, my wife looked at me and I looked at her, and she's like, this is exactly what my wife said. So it's cool for just girls to shake their ass on TV now and like just show it. And I'm like, I guess so. And she's like, just change it. Like, it's garbage.
Yeah.
Because, and we hadn't even gotten to the part where they started like like again, earmuffs kids, they started like straight up like grinding each other and like scissoring each other. If you, for those who know what the term is,
dude,
good. For those who don't Google
don't
it.
Google it, or you're gonna do it just in a private tab, please. But
don't do it in front of your coworkers or anything like that.
It's so crazy once again, man. Because and I'm gonna say it. Screw that, dude. I'm just gonna say it. Like, we are creating a younger generations that are so freaking sensitive. They are not getting or they don't want to listen when it comes to no. They think that they are empowered once again because of the power that we're giving them, and also the power of social media. Like the previous episode that we had, like they believe everything that they look at social media, man. And now that sucks because even for work, dude. Sometimes if I have a question and the customer asks me and I don't know, what do? I Google the freaking answer, dude. You know what I mean? So now let's take it back a little bit, man. And what if you, as a young lady or young man, have a question, and when it comes to more personal questions, what do? You just Google, man. And not everything that it's in the internet is gonna be true. But once again, they don't know better, dude. And they go with that. Yeah. And once again, the power of social media, and that's what sucks. And yeah, I understand, and I know people are going to come at us or at me saying that, oh, okay, but they have the liberty, or they have to pick their consequences or whatever. Yeah, I know that, and they actually going to grow up and they have to deal with whatever decisions they're going to make in life. I understand that. But if we as human beings are telling them that it's okay to have a freaking shoe with human blood, it's okay to check your ass on live TV, on TikTok, then we are creating a fucked up world.
It's just scary how normal it is, dude.
Yes.
I go back to that. It's scary to me how normal all of this is. Now, here's the thing though, Chewy. I want to say, dude, that these people are doing it out in the open, right? Cardi B, Lil Nas, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, all of these people, Tekashi 6ix9ine, they're doing all this craziness out in the open. But here's a scarier part, Chewy, and this is gonna kind of perfect segue into the next thing we want to talk about. Then you have people, dude, that are pretending to be this wholesome, super nice individual that's positive all the time, bringing good energy to the internet, creating awesome content, and then ends up being a piece of shit in real life and closed doors. I'm going to let you say the name. I'm going to let you say who we're talking about, because I know you know who I'm talking about.
Dude, so I'm so excited to discuss this because I've been following this situation since the minute it dropped, man. And not only because it's a known public figure, but because I used to support the dude. And for you guys that don't know, his name is David Dobrik. And
guys, we've talked about him in a lot of episodes that we've done.
Yes.
We talked about his, he's great. He's a great guy.
Yes, dude. And here's the thing. Like, I used to buy his merch. My sister would love to buy the merch and everything, dude. And he, in the videos, like, he looks like a really good, cool kid, man. And, but here's the thing, okay? And it's so weird, dude, because I have like a sixth sense when it comes to people, man. And I can go ahead and read people pretty well. But when it comes to David Dobrik, I saw his videos and everything, dude. But his friends will invite him, dude, to make content with them. And he was a total different David Dobrik, man. He was not the laughy one. He was not the one making jokes. It looked like he was forced to be there only because they were their friends, right? And that's when he starts like, oh shit, maybe this dude is like faking everything on his vlogs, right? And I was like, okay, maybe I'm crazy. And I told that to my sister, and my sister was like, nah, dude, you're just, you have a YouTube channel now, so that's why you hate the guy. And I was like, okay, dude, whatever, right? But then, dude, when these came out, and for you guys that don't know what we're talking about, so David Dobrik, he didn't rape anyone, or he didn't, I don't want freaking YouTube to block the video, but
you said it already.
Yeah,
You said the word.
I know.
You said the R word. We're done.
Yeah, we're done. We're gonna remove it though. But yeah, so David Dobrik, one of his friends, did something with some girls. One, they were underage. Number two, they were drunk.
They weren't underage. They were under the drinking age. So they were legal, but not legal to drink.
No, well, here's the thing. One of the girl was 17, dude, at the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive because I'm telling you, I'm following this like from the minute that it dropped. So one of the girls that I think on all the articles and everything like that, they refer to her as Hannah. Okay, but she was 17 at the time, man. And these dudes like David Dobrik and the friends of the Vlog Squad, that's what they call themselves, they bought alcohol for them, dude. And it was like the girls were like knocked down, they pretty much blacked out and everything. And one of David Dobrik's friends did sexual stuff to her without her consent, right? Now, this was like back in 2017, I think, or 16, something like that, man. But everything was recorded, man. But of course, not posted on the vlogs. But the weird thing, dude, is that David and his friends talked about that. There's a clip, and I'm gonna try to include it
at the end of the video.
Yes,
it's at the end of the video. Once they're gonna close the vlog, they get into their car.
Correct. And dude, those words, dude, like, well, probably we're gonna go to jail. But dude, when they said that,
and they laughed.
Correct.
They laughed.
Exactly. They laughed, dude, at that situation, and they knew. So what bugs me about David, dude, because once again, David is not being blamed for this. But what bugs me about David is that he knew all these years of what happened.
But that's not the only bad thing he's done, though.
No, dude. That's not the only thing that happened. There's a lot of more stuff, dude. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys heard about this podcast called Frenemies with Trisha and Hector. I believe it's Hector, the name of the guy, but Trisha used to date. So Trisha used to date one of David's best friends, right? Jason. But when they broke up, dude, like David legit told the guys, like, stop talking to her. So how everything came out to light, man, it's because Trisha went in Iran talking about all the secrets behind the scenes of David Dobrik's blogs. And people, here's the fucked up part, though. People told Trisha that she was crazy, man. That she was just her, that she was just telling these stories to get back at Jason and whatever.
Well, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Because David Dobrik was a saint.
Correct.
He was, he gives away cars, he gives away money. Mm-hmm. He's the saint of YouTube. He could have never done any of these crazy things.
Correct.
Y salió la sopa, man.
Yeah, and dude, and once again, that's one of the things. There's a lot more things about one of the friends, another friend said that he walked away of the vlog too. David Dobrik actually made him. Well, he tricked him. He was supposed to be kissing another girl, Corina. That, I mean, by all means, man. If David told me, "Hey, you're gonna kiss Corina, go like as hard as you can." Corina's a pretty beautiful girl, man, And of course, they blind this dude and everything, and he thought he was making out with her, but he was making out with the dude.
And that's not the messed up part about that.
Correct.
About what happened. That's one that one part is messed up. If you're a heterosexual, right?
Correct.
You only like women. That's messed up enough already. But this guy's beliefs and his upbringings and his family is super religious.
Correct.
And they put it in the video, dude, of him doing this without consent.
Correct.
That's the biggest thing, without consent.
Correct. And now here's the thing. Because of that podcast that Trisha went out and just like confessed everything that was going on, a lot of other people, and then we're talking about the bad things about social media, but I guess this can be like the good part of the social media. But like girls, like this girl Hannah came out in TikTok saying that, oh no, yes, this happened. I didn't give consent. Yeah, they did this to me, whatever. I was too scared to speak up and everything. And then more girls, dude, start coming out saying that, yeah, they used to do that a lot. They would like invite us to a party, and they will buy alcohol and everything, and they pretty much like record everything, and they use that as content.
The one story that I found was super creepy, dude, is that there was these girls from a college that were like, oh, dude, I always knew David Dobrik was sketchy because he would go with his friends to the college, and they would be there late at night, and they'd be like, hey, like, you guys want to drink? And people would be like, the girls would be like, oh my God, it's David Dobrik. And he'd be like, hey, like, you want to have sex with my friend? And they like, his friend's like 40 years old, dude. And then they would be like, well, what do you mean? Oh, you're going to be in a video. It's going to be fun, but you have to have sex with him. So that girl is like saying, like, I thought that was super creepy that he would even do that. Like, why would he even do that? So a lot of people knew, dude, and some people spoke up. But again, it's David Dobrik, and nobody's going to even think anything bad about this guy. Now, Chewy, here's the part that bothered me the most about all of this, dude. When he comes out with his freaking apology, dude. I was like, bro, what? Like, are you apologizing, or are you throwing your friends under the bus? Like, what are we doing here? And it was like, how long was the apology? The first one.
So the first one was like 2 minutes and 53 seconds.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, my boy. Okay.
Dang, you are following this story,
my boy. I'm.
You knew the exact time,
my boy. I'm into this shit because once again, and here's the fucked up part. David Dobrik's friends came out talking about the situation and trying to take the fire for David Dobrik. And then Trisha and this like frenemies podcast, and this is what I don't understand, dude. Like, every single time David Dobrik will post something, for example, that apology, they made a live stream on their channel, like an emergency stream talking about the apology. But the David Dobrik friends calling to the podcast, man, to discuss what happened. And this dude, because one of the stories, like, their stories are all over the place of what happened, dude. But this guy from the podcast showed them proof about, dude, you said you left the party at 12, so you didn't buy the alcohol. But look at this picture that the witness took, and it's freaking 3 a.m, and you're there with David and the other people. So they got everything, like, all around, right? And that was the first apology. So David's apology, if you guys haven't seen it, he's saying like, oh, you know what? Like, I started making content with this dude because he was not sharing my ideas and everything, right? And then there's another picture, dude, after that, or a video of his merch with this dude next to him, still making content.
It's crazy.
And then here's what bugs me the most, though, okay? The second apology was exactly after, or I believe it was after.
It was, yeah, after all the
sponsors dropped, dude. Every single sponsor, like Seki, because they were the ones giving the cars out and the money. ESPN, Nickelodeon, like every single freaking sponsor, dude, drop. So now this dude is feeling the pressure, and now he fucking takes the time to supposedly be by himself in the house with no one around and saying an apology.
Fake crime.
Correct.
Fake crime.
And you know what, dude? The funniest thing, dude, it's that actually Snapchat, dude. You know how on the stories, like under your stories, there's like a lot of subscriptions or whatever. They show, dude, Paul Logan talking about the situation. And this video was about him talking like 2 years ago, saying that David Dobrik was fake. And saying that he invited to a party and they went to the podcast studio and he was talking shit and everything, dude. So it was like just story behind story after story after story, just confirming all the rumors, dude.
Well, here's the thing: is the reason why that was so big is because Logan went on his podcast, on his own podcast, Impulsive, and he pretty much said, like, to David, like, bro, like, you're talking, because David Dobrik went to a party at Logan's house after Logan was canceled.
Yes.
For those of you guys who have no idea what we're talking about, Logan Paul is a content creator. He was under fire a couple of years ago because he did a vlog in a Japanese forest, and that Japanese forest, long story short,
It was
is
a suicide forest, right?
For the suicide forest. There was a body that was hanging from a tree, and he recorded it. He got completely like hardcore canceled, 100%.
Correct.
And so anyway, he gets invited to this party. David Dobrik is talking shit about Logan at the party, and Logan finds out. He says on his podcast, like, dude, you talk shit about people who get canceled and you're making fun of them, but your time is coming because you, the type of person that you are, you need to change. I'm telling you right now, it's going to catch up with you. You need to change. Dude, sure enough, fast forward to this year, it caught up to him. And dude, that's what I'm going with. And sorry, guys, it took so long to kind of explain this whole situation. If you have no interest whatsoever about David Dobrik or who he is, back to the original point that I wanted to make with this is that this guy was pretending to be this awesome, wholesome person online, but behind closed doors, he was just another piece of crap, dude,
Correct.
like everybody else. And it's just nowadays, dude, you just don't know, Chewy. It's just so hard to know who's genuine, who's not. Shit, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I'm a saint and I've never done anything in my past and I'm squeaky clean, because I'm not, dude. My past is screwed up, and I've messed up in the past. And if people were to dig stuff up from my past, I'd end up getting canceled too. But that's not the point. The point is that you continue doing those things. We're not talking about a past. We're talking about continuously doing these things, these bad things. Eventually, dude, like, at what point do you just say, like, you know what? I'm a piece of crap, and own it and say, I'll work towards fixing myself, which is all he had to do. The reason why Logan Paul was able to come back from all of that craziness is because he went on video and he said, listen, I'm a piece of shit. I'm messed up, and I'm going to change. I don't need you to feel sorry for me.
Correct.
I don't need you to accept my apology. I hope you don't accept my apology, but I'm going to prove to you that I'm going to come back better than ever. And look, he's everywhere now, and everybody loves him again. And I just think that's what David needed to do. He needed to just make an apology saying, I'm garbage. It is what it is, and I'm going to change. But he didn't. And that's the crazy part. And, I don't know, man. That kind of leads us to kind of the conclusion of our episode. We don't want to take it too long, but dude, it's just, again, I'll say it again. I've said it 3 times already. What the hell is going on, dude? There's just so much craziness happening with this world, Chewy. So many things that I don't know, dude. How long are we gonna survive with all of this craziness, bro?
Dude, last year was the COVID situation, man, and I think that, like, being inside our our homes and not going out and stuff like that, I think it create all these mental problems for everyone. And I'm include myself, dude, because it was like a stressful time to be at home. But dude, it's like 2021. It's another level of craziness, man. And like you said at the beginning of the podcast, man, like, what the hell is going on? Because we're normalizing this stuff that I don't want to wait another 2 or 3 years, man, to see what's normal 2 years from now, man. That's what scares me the most.
I know, man. I mean, you don't have kids yet, dude.
I know.
So it's scary to be a parent in these times, for sure. But at the end of the day, I think however you lead your kids, however you lead yourself, however you think of yourself and what you invest yourself in is going to be your outcome. So again, this episode was not to trash on anybody's profession, what you like, what you don't like. Hey, if you're listening to this podcast and that's the kind of stuff you're into, then more power to you. I don't know if you would be even listening to this podcast if you're a Satan worshiper, because, I'm openly a Christian. But, dude, that kind of takes us to the end. Do you have anything else that you want to add before we close out?
I just want to throw like a question, dude. Like, let us know if we're like exaggerating or if we are taking things to the next level. Just let us know. Drop a comment or shoot us a DM on Instagram. I'm wondering how many of our followers, like on Instagram or YouTube, like agree or disagree with us. And once again, this is not to create conflict. We're not gonna block you or anything like that. No, we're open to feedback. And one good thing that we do have, Mike and myself, it's that we always keep it real. This is the shoe that you see on the podcast. This is actually who I am in person, like face to face. My boy Mike is the same thing. We don't try to fake the energy. We don't fake anything. We always keep it 100%. And I hope you guys see that through our episodes and whatever we're trying to create here. And just let us know. Give us a feedback. Like I said, we are open to everything. But thank you guys for coming back and sticking all the way to the end.